All right, welcome back to another episode of Turn the Mac Podcast. It's your host, Oscourt Daddy, Direct Poppy, Jameson Poppy, aka Susan the Pants, just playing baby in a relationship. Another wow, fucking words, dog. What's going on?
Good,
first
guy.
Episode of the year, and I'm already fucking up.
God damn.
No. The way it's if only they knew what the fuck went into this and like switching locations and.
Yeesh.
I mean, one day we gotta write I gotta write a book or something. But this was a hell of a day. We moved from going downtown to
fuck COVID-19.
Facts. Fuck COVID. I'm not gonna drop
fuck
locations.
the Omarion variant.
Fuck all those niggas, bro. But shout out to San for saving the day, because honestly, without him, I don't know where this episode would be. So big shout outs to him, of course.
He got family in high places like Jesus, niche. You heard?
Shout out to London, of course. All set. Of course, it won't be an episode without him. But let's get right into it. New episode, new year, new guests. Yeah. We had some changes happen on set. I mean, behind the scenes, we'll talk about it a little bit more as the year progresses. But we have. I'm gonna make this clear. I appreciate every single one of the people that were on the show. But to make it clear, like, it's my show, right? There's no other owners or anything like that. Everyone that comes to the show is for the love. There's no forcing or anything. They could come on the show, they can come off the show anytime they'd like to. And so that's what I'm gonna say for now. You guys can kind of guess what that's hinting at. If
Podcast beef?
No.
Right.
That's not like beef. That's not like beef.
Nah. It don't sound like beef still.
Pod beef, nigga. Nah, we stop playing. I fuck with you.
I'm not sure it's not like beef at all.
I fuck with you. I'm talking shit.
It sound like business.
Yeah, it sound like a business move.
That's literally what it's literally just business moves, So yeah, that's all it is.
I ain't gonna hold you. This podcast shit like the industry though, sure. Like this shit crazy. Like this shit is bananas, yo.
Hey man, but let me start introducing the guests. You've already been speaking, none other than the boy Snackz. Go ahead, man. Introduce yourself,
Snackz, man.
Who are you, man? Who are you?
Rochester, New York. You know what I mean? By the way of Toronto, you feel me? The whole Eastern, Western, all that good shit, So, Rochester, New York native. You feel me? I'm out here, doing the episode with my guy. You feel me?
Of course.
Hey, you know what? I had to bring my brother out here. You know what I mean? My bro Kill. You dig what I'm saying? Every time you see me, you see him. And if you see him without me, you should be very scared. Very scared.
All right, man. Talk about yourself. You got a podcast too, right?
Yeah, I got my own podcast, Kicking It with Kilo and Q. Shout out my boy Kilo. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Kilo, my guy.
I'm holding down for us. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm into the entertainment world. I got pretty much got a network coming out, but I ain't gonna So I'm gonna hush. That was a little snippet for you guys, but we got some shows coming out, like I guess if you want to call it like a power type show, real Toronto shit. You know what I mean? Like
I like that.
The city's been dead for a minute, so we got some different podcasts, some people going out doing real shows, doing stuff with people people in the community. So
fire.
Yeah. Some stuff coming out. Okay,
perfect. Speaking of stuff coming out, obviously I have Snackz on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Snackpack Volume 1. I don't know when it's coming out, but I had the pleasure of listening to it early. Many times. Fire.
Many times.
Fire.
I appreciate it.
My favorite track is the last track. The name is escaping me, which is embarrassing. Ty.
You talking about Teddy Ty?
Teddy Ty.
Ain't nothing embarrassing about that.
Teddy Ty is a fam. I don't like telling niggas to do this. When we listen to our project, go straight to the last song. Don't do that.
I'm gonna be honest though. Not to cut you off.
That was also on another project though.
Yeah, that was actually on Imported Goods, and the reception from Teddy Ty was so bananas. I'm like, we gonna throw it on here too. You feel me?
Yeah. Mad artists do that shit, but so let's start off where you're from.
Let me cut you off real quick. Sorry to even think about that Teddy Ty track before you move on.
Yeah.
This man's not tuning his own horn and shit, but I've been at maybe about three performances now. One, and that's not even including one that I heard of from Big Dog Ace. Ace on Eastwood.
Ace,
my dog,
my brother right there, Ace on Eastwood.
These guys went to LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And out there, and plus 3 shows that I've been to in Toronto. This nigga's getting encores for that track, bro. Real life encores, like people are trying to go home, and some people are like, man, we'll go home in another 30, yo.
That song,
say that shit 2-3 more times,
that's not a joke, bro.
I just gotta put that in there still.
It's not a fucking joke. That's a perfect way to end the EP. Is it mixtape or EP? I just call it EP.
That's actually the EP.
EP, right?
The actual project was Imported Goods, and that came out in March of 2021. But we'll get into that later. We'll get into all of that.
I just want to start off, where you from, man?
I'm from Rochester, New York.
Born there,
and
okay.
I know you're probably gonna ask, how the hell did I end up here?
Yeah, exactly. So you were born there.
I was born there. I was born there, but my mother, the thing with Toronto is it's a multicultural city.
Yeah.
So a lot of people that's from Toronto is not really, a lot of people that's here is not really from Toronto.
Transplants.
They really came from, like, you know, if your skin is black, you came from Africa. You probably came from the Caribbeans, you know, Jamaican, Trinity, St. Vincent, Grenada, or, you know, all that good shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My family's from Jamaica, so my family came from Jamaica. My mother grew up on the West End, over by like Vaughan and Oakwood. And she went to school at Oakwood Collegiate, and, you know, just by my mother having me, I don't want to get into the spill too much, but just from my mother having me, I was able to I was able to get the citizenship. I was able to be a dual citizenship. So every summer, I would come out here since I was a baby.
So she came
from Jamaica.
From Jamaica straight to Rochester.
From Canada.
Or from Jamaica to Canada.
From Jamaica to Canada. My grandfather ended up going to Rochester.
Okay.
And my grandmother lived in Canada. So, of course, she grew up with, you know, she with her mother. So
there's a lot of back and forths here.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm so confused. So, you're born here or you're born in Rochester?
Nah, I was born in Rochester.
How were you born in Rochester? How your mom?
My mother lived in Rochester at the time.
Okay. So
my mother lived in Rochester.
For how long? After high school.
I wouldn't say after high school. It was a whole back and forth transition. Okay. You know, I can't really get into it too deep. The family history is crazy.
Yeah, that's when she sealed though. That's after her high school years when she sealed up in Rochester, like later on. No.
Nah, it was like later on in life. She was always back and forth to Rochester, but she didn't officially make the move until probably she had my brother. My older brother. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then that's when it was like a thing for her, and she moved out there and everything.
Okay.
But
so you're in Rochester for how long then?
I lived in Rochester my whole life, but I've always been like back and forth. So like for me personally, I would go to school in Rochester, but every time there was school was out for February recess, or school was out for spring break, or it was out for the summer, I'm in Toronto.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I spent every single, I don't remember me missing a summer in Toronto, even when I got older.
Okay, but yeah, so schooling and everything else was done in Rochester, though, right?
Facts.
Which explains the accent.
But I went to school out here too, though.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So what?
Listen, I went to summer school at Humewood.
I don't know what that is.
Humewood is by Vaughan Road. So Vaughan Road and Humewood, if you come down Humewood, it's an elementary school. I went to summer school there. You know what I'm saying?
So until what grade did you do Rochester? Like
I graduated.
You graduated from Rochester?
I graduated from high school in Rochester, John Marshall High School.
Okay, but where did you start though?
In Rochester.
So you started Rochester until what grade would you start switching it up?
Nah, it wasn't even a switch up. I just would come here for the summer, and then when I come here for the summer, because I'm a citizen, I can go to school out here.
Really? So why did you do elementary school in here then?
You said why? Because I was living with my mother in Rochester.
I'm so confused. I'm trying to picture.
Okay, so listen. So let me put it like this.
Yeah.
I only came to Toronto during the summers.
Gotcha.
That was when I started school. So when I started school, I came to Toronto during the summer.
Yeah.
But before I started school, I was out here a lot. Granted,
the first
3-4 years, my mother had to work and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, my grandmother had to watch me and shit. So
gotcha.
Like them first 3 years, I was out here, and when it was time for me to go to kindergarten and do all of that shit, my mother was just like, all right, well, you come into Rochester to, you know what I mean? So low key, it's safe to say, like, the first 3 years of like me actually growing up, I was in Toronto a lot. Like as a baby, I was out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. But makes sense. My whole schooling career, majority like the major years was in Rochester.
Like high school and stuff like that?
Yeah, like middle school and high school. Okay. But like as a kid, like when I would come over here, my grandmother would sign me up for summer school at Humewood. So I used to go there for summer school.
Okay, that makes perfect sense now.
Makes sense now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So culturally, growing up in high school there, how is it different, would you say, from like, your childhood here? Like, is it because they paint it as being like New York is so rough and everyone has you have like Glocks in like grade 2 and so, exactly
but
with the Timbs on and like
real nigga shit though, like growing up in so I'll say this because I'm from Rochester, New York, so that's 6 hours away from New York City.
Okay.
You be like 45 minutes from like Buffalo and like Syracuse and shit like that.
Yeah.
So growing up in Rochester, like when we was younger, it was cool because it was still a little bit of money in the city. We got Kodak, Kodak, right? The camera niggas.
Yeah.
Kodak was founded in Rochester. Xerox, you ever like
company,
yeah.
Yeah.
Rochester, Bosch and Lomb. which is like an eye care, some shit like that. Eye care company. That was in Rochester, and that's how a lot of people was making money and shit because them jobs was paying well. Like you could work at them 3 companies, and you could work there and retire. And GM was there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because like Xerox was a huge thing apparently. I remember that. Like, some of those companies you go work for, retire.
Facts. You know? So you know, those companies was there, but then once them companies moved out and Kodak fell under, Bosch and Lom got the fuck up out of there. Yeah. Xerox was whatever. Done. And you feel me? Like, that's when shit just started getting crazy. So it didn't really get crazy for us to feel the effects until like probably my teenage years. Okay. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
and that was a rough time for that to happen because of that. But luckily, my mother never worked for none of those companies. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't feel the effects, but we still kind of we felt the effects, but we didn't feel it. If that makes sense, you get what I'm saying?
No, I get you. Yeah.
But like growing up in Rochester, like Rochester is crazy. It's crazy as fuck. And like okay, this is how I can explain it, right? So you know the West End?
Yeah.
So let's take.
I stay away from there.
We're scared of the West.
Nah, but yo, listen.
I'm not scared of the West. I'm smart.
Yo, listen. Yo, real shit. Like, so this is how I explain it. I'm gonna just explain how big Rochester is.
Okay.
Rochester take from Jane to, let's see, I say from Jane to like maybe Young Street. That's going west and east, and then take Stills to St. Clair, going north and south.
Whoa.
And then you take. Keep in mind, the population of Rochester is like 200,000. Then you take all the bullshit that goes on in the West End, the bullshit that goes on in the East End, the bullshit that goes on downtown, the bullshit that goes on in the Durham region, the bullshit that goes on in Morton, Mississauga, Brampton, and you put it all in that same spot and you multiply it by 5. Not to mention, it takes 10 to 15 minutes to get around the whole city and everybody know everybody.
That's crazy.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What's the murder rate like over there?
Shit, we had the highest murder rate per capita, for real. Per capita. So our murder rate goes by the population of people. I think we beat Chicago out this last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, jeez. No, we were close one summer, remember? Yeah. In Toronto, yo, it was hot.
Yeah, I remember that summer. But you gotta think about it. 2 million people for them 100 murders.
No, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But damn near 100 murders for 200,000 people. That's different. Crazy. And that's what we just almost hit this year. It was like 90-something murders.
Guns, bro. We don't got guns out here like that.
Yeah,
you know
be glad.
It's just coming out.
Be glad, cause
I hear you still. Y'all got them shit where it's like, yo, 4 people die at one time. Like we don't really hear that. We don't really see that.
Yeah, yo,
1 to 2 people die, but like
real shit. Like, he not lying though, cause in Rochester, in a span of 5 days, like 7 people got killed.
Jesus Christ.
We had a national. We had a state of emergency in Rochester where the fucking National Guard had to come in and like niggas had a curfew and all that because too many people was getting killed. We had one weekend. The shit made CNN. It was a boys and girls club. You know that's supposed to be for the children and all that, right? Yeah. Niggas came through there with a chopper, sprayed that whole shit up. 7 people got hit, 4 people got killed.
They killed the kids or people that were attending the...
They was hitting for 1 person, but 4 people got killed, and 7... Altogether, 7 people got shot, not the 4 got killed. That shit made CNN, headline news.
Yo.
You know what I mean? So, like...
Get in the fucking range, bro. Just work on your aim. Like, this is just...
Nah, it's, you know what it is, man. Niggas need to learn how to, like... Just learn how to handle problems without going to the hammers. And if you got a problem with somebody, deal with it directly. But this is what happens when it's not a lot of money in the city, and not to mention it ain't no guidance.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
That's a big part, yeah.
But like, just to get back to your question, growing up in Rochester was crazy.
Yeah.
Like I used to come out here, and it used to be like a little sense of like a peace of mind. But even still, when I was out here. What's the next question, man?
It still gets crazy here.
It still get crazy.
No, I want to talk a bit about, your family, and I heard, your mom had a stroke when you were growing up, and so like, what age were you when that happened?
I was in college when that happened. I was like 20. What year was that? That was 2012. So I was 21 when that happened, and that shit was just like a life-changing experience. Like I had to drop out of college, and just had to get it the best way I knew how to get it,
and take care.
And my mother had a mortgage. She had a mortgage, so that's not rent. She had a mortgage.
Yeah.
You got to pay light bill. You got fucking food got to go in there. Not to mention, my little sister was still in high school. My little sister spent that birthday that year in the hospital with my mother. Like, on her birthday. Like my little, that shit happened March 22.
Yeah.
March 22nd. My little sister's birthday is the 25th, and my little sister spent her birthday in the hospital with my mother while she was like on bed rest and shit. Like, damn. So I got to take care of all of that shit. You get what I'm saying?
And you're how old? You're probably like what, 20, 21?
I'm 21. So I mean, granted, I done been through like life situations a lot. I've been going through life shit since I was like 13, 14.
Yeah.
So it don't really faze me, but to that extent, it was crazy because I pretty much had everything on my back. Not to mention, both of my older brothers was in college. Yeah. So they both away. They don't even live in Rochester at the time.
So how many siblings do you have?
I got 2 older brothers and a little sister. Okay. On my mother's side.
All right.
You know what I mean? And then I got, let's see, I got 2 other brothers on my father's side and an older sister. Okay. But that's just my father. But like as far as in the household, it's 2 older brothers and a little sister. Yeah.
So like you and your brothers, you guys band together and be like, yo, we gotta.
I had to take care of it by myself.
Sheesh.
I threw the whole shit on my back. The whole family structure, the house. I threw all that shit on my back.
Did you resent your brothers a little bit for that?
Nah, I can't.
How come?
You said why?
Yeah.
Because they wasn't there. I can't. The one thing I learned about situations like that is you can't focus on who's not there, because the moment I sit there and I focus on who's not there, I'm taking away from time that I could be using to focus on what's really going on.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So, and that's really just what it was. I ain't had no time to think about that shit. Bills got to get paid. Facts. My little sister got to eat. My mother got to eat. I got to get her medicine because her Medicaid was acting funny around that time. Yeah. Her shit wasn't even rolling in like that. So I got to do something. I don't got time to sit here and worry about who's helping and who's not.
Got you.
Know what I mean?
So this whole time, were you rapping already or no?
Yeah, I've been rapping since middle school? Yeah, I've been rapping since middle school.
What was the one song that made you become a rapper or want to become a rapper?
It wasn't even a song. Niggas is in school cracking jokes and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, how could I get these niggas back without them responding? But I always had a way with words. What I will say helped contributed was Sean Bad Boys. Okay. I used to, Sean. Yeah, shout out to Sean. He's like a fucking like politician and like believes right now. That shit crazy.
He just got out like recently, no?
Yeah. Well, he been out for he been out for a minute, but like he been out for a minute, but it's like
I'm more than 5 though.
I feel like
2012, 2013. But he went right into the politics. You gotta think he got locked up in 2001. His shit was only for like 10 years. He just could never come back to the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So like I started rapping. Like I used to listen to that song and I used to do it and I used to learn the lyrics and I wrote the lyrics out. This is before internet was popping. This when niggas had AOL CDs and you had 1,003 minutes for free minutes for $10.
AOL CDs. So how old are you if you don't mind me asking?
31.
31. Okay.
Yeah.
So what year is that? You're born in
1990.
1990.
Okay. Yeah. 90. So and this ties into another question that you asked before. Yeah. So let me explain the Toronto thing, right? Yeah. So this right here is my god brother. My mother and his mother are like the best of friends. They literally went to school together and all that shit. So he's actually like born like 14 days before I was.
What?
Facts.
That's crazy.
Facts. Like I don't know how they figured it out. You know, women shit. Yeah. Like they was working their magic and they was like, fuck it, we gonna have a kid around this time.
Fuck that, twinsies.
Before me. Literally, fuck. He a Scorpio just like I'm a Scorpio. So it. Yeah, so this is literally like, you know what I mean, my brother for real. Yeah. But so yeah, go back to the question, the rapping. So yeah, you know, I started out with that shit, and then people was talking drilling and shit. We call it drilling in Rochester. Yeah. And I just had to find a way to drill them back without niggas being able to respond. But that ended up getting into battles with other people. And then I was also part of this group called RCM. Okay. Rock City Movement. Free Quan, fucking. Man, listen, that's crazy. Free my nigga Quan, man. Shout out to my nigga Shots Banger, you know what I mean? He's still out here rocking. My man just had his kid and shit. So I started with that group, and literally from like 13 to like 17, we was just killing the scene. We was on Datpiff. We was tearing shit up. We had like one of the highest rated mixtapes on Datpiff at one time.
Okay, like, no. Let's go back into that moment for a second. You're between what? So you said between 14 and 17. So at that age, let's say when that Datpiff moment happened. Yeah. You're what, 16? I'm imagining.
Like 15.
15, 16. Fam. Yeah. And you're going to school and shit.
Yeah, we going to school. But
I'm not going to school with the backpack. Respectfully, if my shit's on Datpiff, I'm just going to the school. At this point, you guys are all my fans.
Nah, but you know what though?
Has to know.
Yeah.
like everybody knew, but like it may have been different for them, but for me personally, because I've always had like I always looked at life a bit different. So like the rap shit was cool for me, and I always wanted to do it. But I just, for me, like I think they saw more to stardom than I did. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
these are your people around you, like your close friends, or just like random people?
Like it was like random people, but you know that's MySpace era. Yeah. Y'all had T.Wire when that shit was popping, and like we had the MySpace era. So like for me per se, I didn't really get that stardom like how they got it. You get what I'm saying? Like because they was like they was more so popular than everybody, and they had like that fame thing going on with them. And me personally, I was just like not really trying to fit in, but I was trying to find my space. You get what I'm saying? I was just trying to figure out who I was as a person. So I didn't really care about I didn't really give a fuck about being popular, if that makes sense. I never really gave a fuck about that shit.
Damn.
I just more so wanted to tell my story, because also like from that whole 14 and 17 shit, it was a lot of shit going on with me. And now this is where the story gets interesting. So now around them ages, I'm starting to rap and shit, right? Okay. But I really started rapping when I was in Toronto.
So what age is this? This
is age 11, 12 maybe? 11, 12. Okay. Shout out to my boy Zach, a.k.a. Quanche. I started like the whole rapping shit with him. You get what I'm saying? Like that's when I really started putting it together, but I just started utilizing it more when I was in Rochester. I used to come out here and I used to see like Cardinal Official ride around Vaughn and Oakwood. Chaos lit on the street for my grandmother. I seen Shot Clear with the Let's Ride video. Jellystone had the money video. Part 2. The money can't buy me happiness. And I seen that shit. Yeah, but I'm seeing all of this shit on TV. I'm seeing Ghetto Concept, fucking Point Blank Crew. I'm seeing that shit when I come here. I'm not seeing that in Rochester. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like me starting rap in Toronto, and then the shit that I'm seeing in Rochester is just like everything was just like a crazy cultivation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it feels like perfect timing, right?
Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah, that's fire, man. Back to the project, Snackpack Volume 1.
What's up?
When is it coming out, man? When can the public consume this?
The public could probably, it's first quarter, maybe first quarter. Okay. I mean, it's looking like first quarter. We got some tricks up the sleeve that we got going on right now, but more than likely it's looking like first quarter.
Okay. When did you start working on that?
When did you start working on that? Was that last year sometime?
I think it was last year still.
It was last year. Okay, yeah, it was like last year summer. And to be honest, it would have came out last year.
How long did it take you?
You had it done for a minute though.
Yeah,
before you dropped it.
Facts. It was. We didn't even drop it yet. That's it.
Yeah.
We had it.
hasn't dropped.
Yeah. We're talking about the newest one.
Yeah.
Snackpack.
This
guy's tripping.
You had that shit done for a minute. Though.
For a minute, yeah. So I think probably like it's been done.
A good 2 months. You had it. A month, I wouldn't say, when you like.
August. It was August because I pulled up on you.
Finished?
Yeah, it was August.
Okay.
It was August because I pulled up on you that night.
Yeah, but it wasn't like the master, but that was when it's like you had it like.
I had everything together.
You were talking about the thing.
Yeah. So August.
It was summertime.
August.
Yeah. I remember we're outside.
Yeah, it was August. So
and it took you how long? Like a couple months, you said?
Yeah, it's like
to do.
Was
finish?
It a couple months? Hell no. I got the. No, you know what? No. Because most of them songs was already finished.
Really?
Nephew, I ain't even gonna tell it. Well, we can talk about the track listing, but Nephew was already done. Review was done in 2018.
Wow. Why'd you hold on to that song then?
Hey, listen, man. I can't give you all the sauce. All right?
Nah,
listen. No, because here's the thing. I record a lot, right?
Yeah.
So certain joints can't come out when you think they should come out. I still got shit. To be honest with you, the shit that I'm about to come out with.
Yeah.
This is a lot of this shit is from like 2019, like late 2019.
Why do you do that for timing? You think like momentum? Like what? Why? Why do you choose to hold on to it?
Let me ask you a better question. Mm-hmm. Does it sound dated?
No.
There you go.
But it has to be more than just that. I feel like if I'm sitting on a banger or heat or whatever, right?
Okay, so here's the thing. You ever see somebody put a track out and it's like, all right.
Okay, so it's timing then, right?
Timing.
Gotcha.
Timing. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm trying to think. Reminiscing was done in 2019. I'm thinking about what I said on the Reminiscing was done 2019. Okay. That week that I did Reminiscing was actually crazy. That was done in 2019. February was done in 2019. Okay. Fly Away is probably one of the newest joints that's on there that I did recently. Okay. I know I did that in like July. And to be honest, Fly Away is the reason why the record was pushed back. Because Fly Away only had one verse. Shout out to Sling Hill. Fly Away only had one verse. The first verse, that was the only verse that was on Fly Away. But then we thought about like, now we need to do a second verse. So we did the second verse for that. And,
Smart, yeah.
Lewiston Border, that was Summer, and Panic Attack was Summer. Yeah, it was definitely Summer. And Teddy Taj been in the fact.
Okay, what's your favorite song on the project?
It varies on the day, I mean.
Okay,
Like,
what's one you hold near and dear to your heart?
Fly Away.
Fly Away?
Yeah. Because the thing with Fly Away is like that's something I live by every day. You feel me? Like I talked about, you know, things that I go through. Fly Away, I'm talking about what a day in the life of Snackz would be and what my mindset is. But then I also say, like, if you listen to it, wake up in the morning, I'm thankful for the rise. That's a gift for the day. Everything else is surprise. You can live by those words. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gives you a bigger meaning in life. But then I end the verse, keep it 100 till my dying day. I just pray that it ain't soon when I fly away.
Like, no, there's some real shit in the content that he's putting out. Like, it's not no just like filler bars or it's very useful.
Yeah,
like,
you're
very efficient.
You got type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Very efficient with the bars he's using. Another song that stood out to me was obviously Panic Attack 2.
What's up?
I have many questions.
Ask him more. What's up?
What did you do to that woman, fam? For her, for her to just watch you have a panic attack, drop, and then for her to come out, yo, get your fat ass up, nigga, and then leave. Like, what?
To be honest, I didn't do like, and I don't want to sound like, you know, like one of them niggas, but like,
yo, she's crazy, bro.
On the women, dog. Not even on no crazy shit. Like, I'm this because he know it, so that's the funny part about it. Like, he like, man. But the crazy part about it was I didn't do anything. That was just a result of this. And let me just paint the picture for you because I don't want to make it seem like, well, I mean, fuck it. It is what it is. Yeah. Like, so you got taken that 20. So I've been taking care of my mother and all that from 21 to keep in mind my mother's never recovered from that.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
It is what it is. It's life, man. So I still got all of the shit that I got going on. I'm with a shorty that got a kid. I'm with her, and I'm like trying to do the best that I can.
It's not your kid. It's somebody else's kid.
It's somebody else's kid. Okay.
The kid is grown, or
kid is like 11 now. Shout out to her because she's actually a good little girl.
Okay.
Yeah, she was young. She was wild young.
Okay.
So like, I'm like trying my best to like try to you know, help make her happy and try to help put things together and try to, you know, really be a good role model and be a good dude. Yeah. And, you know, this is a result of when you're dealing with somebody that don't exactly know what the fuck they want and don't love themselves enough. They feel they feel like you should be doing more than what you're doing, but they don't realize that you're doing the best that you can with the circumstances given and you're really trying hard, but they don't see it like that. So that day, it was just one of them things where I'm just like, yo, I'm really trying. I'm trying to hold this relationship together. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure she good. I still got to go check on my mother. Of course. I'm still doing all of this shit. And, like, we just got into an argument that day, and it was just, you know, I don't want to say what the argument was. Yeah, it wasn't nothing that I did. She know. We just got into an argument, and, like, my body just couldn't take it no more. I already had enough stress. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And, like, literally, I just had a fucking panic attack, and I'm just like, yo, like, my body going in shock. Like,
yo, I mean, yeah. I definitely want to spend some time talking about panic attack. Was this your first one, or?
That was my first ever panic attack. That's why, you know what I mean? Like, when I talk about the panic attack that I had, it took me back to the first time that happened. Yeah. That verse is telling you, I just had another panic attack. This is the shit that's going on with me. And it never happened like this. No, you know what? I'm lying. It happened when I got into this situation.
Right. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how that whole thing happened. I had the panic attack, and she looking at me like, oh, niggas want to have a panic attack while we arguing. And
women can be so toxic, bro. Like,
and then she like looking at me, but then she just went in the other room, and I'm like trying to fucking breathe. Like, I can't. Like, I'm like, yo, like,
your heart's beating out your fucking chest.
And she
can't breathe. You don't know what's going on. The world is spinning.
Yeah.
It's literally feels like you're dying.
Facts. And then she came and was like, yo, get your stupid ass off the floor. Like, and I was just like, I couldn't fucking believe it because I'm like really fucked up. Like, I literally had to get up off the floor like 5-10 minutes later and like try to act like that shit didn't happen. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, do you still get them today or are they under control?
Well, that one was recent. When I wrote that record, that was a recent one. That shit happened.
How recent are we talking?
Wasn't it earlier that year?
No, it was 2021. What? It was during the summer.
Damn.
Yeah, it was. Here's the funny part. It was 2 weeks before I record. No, it was a couple of days before I recorded that record, actually. Because I called you and told you. Yeah, it was a couple of days before I recorded that record on a Wednesday. That shit happened on a Saturday. I mean,
Jesus.
yeah, and to keep it a buck with you, like, the only reason why I threw that track on there is because, like, as men,
we have to talk about that shit.
As men, we go through a lot of shit, and the one thing they always tell us is, man up.
Oh, man.
You a bitch ass nigga if you show emotion. Like, nigga, fuck all that, man. That be the problem. That's why the suicide rate for men is so high now. You feel me? Like,
and that's why niggas just drop dead. Because
that's a fact. We gotta
just keep everything inside.
Turn into a crash dummy and go do some crazy shit.
Facts.
That's a fact.
Go take somebody else on, lose their life, or do some shit because it's built up for so long. You know
exactly.
Word.
Stress that, bro.
So like I put that record out, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. When I recorded that record, I broke down in the studio. Like, I couldn't even, like, if you listen to the record, you can hear my voice crackling while I'm recording that shit.
I heard the voice crack.
I'm holding back fucking tears, and I'm like, cause I'm frustrated. Like, what the fuck, my nigga? So it's like I had to put that record out. So when people hear it, it'll be like, yo, your mental health is real. Mm-hmm. Don't be afraid to speak up. Like, I'd rather hear your story than go to your funeral type shit. Mm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if and it's gotta, like, for that record, that's like a safe space for men. Like, if you listening to that record and you got some shit going on in your head and you driving and you just want to pull over somewhere and just break the fuck down, that record allows you to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's my favorite track on that album. Still.
It stood out to me the first, like, literally, like, I was watching it. I was listening to it, and then while playing FIFA, because I listen to music. I like to, and I obviously run it back a few times to just take everything in. But that one, and of course, the last track, Teddy Ty. Yeah. But those two tracks stood out to me the most because I had a panic attack as well that happened the first time in high school. Yeah. This is right after I smoked weed. This wasn't the first time I smoked weed though.
You sure that wasn't a weed attack?
It might have been, but bro, it was insane because what happened was that day I just smoked. I got high, whatever. And that day, I didn't really plan on getting high. I was kind of like, I want to take one puff, but immediately I got ripped. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm here. Yeah. Right? So that happened. And then at night, obviously, like, I'm sober now, right? Yeah. I'm about to go to bed. For some reason, it feels like the high is hitting me again. And now I'm freaking out because I'm home. And I'm like, I don't want to be high in front of my parents. Right? And so that's even more. And so it's like now your heart is beating out of your chest. And the world is spinning. And you don't know if it's real or if you're dreaming. And it's like, dog, it's just... It's the worst feeling. I would not wish a panic attack on anyone. Even my enemies, nobody. I would not wish on anyone. So
if you don't fuck with me, I wish a panic attack on you.
Oh, damn. That means you really don't fuck with me.
If you don't fuck with me, I wish that shit on you.
Damn. But no, like, obviously hearing this track is something, it stood out to me. So
I'm glad you took it in, and I'm glad it resonated with you.
100%.
And let you know that you're not alone with that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word.
100%, bro.
Word, for sure.
I also saw on an interview, I think it was a podcast from Toronto as well. Mm-hmm. This was amazing. First of all, before I even say what it is, but it was amazing because it just showed how ahead you were thinking. But when Imported Goods was coming out, you had USBs that were in the form of shipment containers that you were giving out to people.
Let me help you real quick. I got one on deck.
Yo, that is crazy, man.
I got one on deck right there.
That is crazy.
I ain't trying to no car none, but that's it right there for you. You know what I'm saying? You pop that off.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Whole pack right there.
What?
I mean, bro, nobody's doing this. This is like, it reminded me obviously of the minds of, like, Yams, Jim Jones, like those, because like they've always been on top of their marketing and their branding and stuff. So, what made you choose that route?
Well, we in the technology era. You get what I'm saying? A lot of cars don't have CDs anymore.
Facts.
But you know what they do got? USB ports.
Facts.
See what I'm saying? And a lot of those USB ports can transmit information from whatever you plug it into to the radio. So it just made proper sense to me. Why not?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really why I did it. And here was the real key for that. with the USBs, if you purchase the USB, like if you pre-ordered it, you got the songs from Imported Goods. It came with 5 extra joints.
Yes.
But then I threw in 3 more.
And you had personal messages to people.
And I had personal messages. So if, like, say for, like, he this is my brother. He don't even got to buy a USB, but he did it just off the support.
That's real.
When you pop his shit in, he got a personal message. And I'm not just saying, it's not no generalized message. I'm saying some shit that only
like your mom makes good chicken.
Like, yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, to be honest, when that shit happened, like people ordered 3 and 4 of them shits at a time.
Nice.
And them shits sold out. Like half of them shits was sold out before them shits even dropped. You feel me?
That's fire.
Nah, for sure.
That's
I appreciate that word.
I have another question too. What the hell is a Buford?
A big Buford?
Yeah, that sounds crazy, bro. Like, he said he wants a Buford with fries on the track Lewis and Border.
Lewis and Border. So yeah, Lewis and Border. That's produced by AraabMuzik.
Yo, I was gonna get. That's my other question to Dabby.
Yeah,
but Arab actually produced this. Like, yo,
you hear him? You now listening to?
That's it. I heard that. I ran it back. Like, hold on, this is an Arab tag. Like, yo,
that's an Arab tag.
How did you get in touch with Arab?
So
answer mad questions. Answer the Buford question first, and then Arab.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So the Big Buford, that's a burger from Checkers.
Okay.
So if you ever go back to the States, more than likely you're gonna end up going to the States.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's a restaurant called Checkers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Checkers, they got a burger called the Big Buford. So that's what I was talking about. I'm stopping at the Checkers, get a Buford and some fries. And the fries at Checkers is fucking crazy. Oh my God.
It's good in those late nights fucking information. All y'all Toronto people know what the fuck I'm talking about still. Late night, when you have no cable at home, and you see that shit late night, you're like, yo, where the fuck's this place Checkers?
Oh, man.
8 burgers for $4, bro.
Yo, this nigga funny, man. So
I know niggas that did the journey.
Yeah,
they were hungry. They drove all the way to Niagara or whatever to get Checkers.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah. So listen. So let me. It's funny. So let me tell you, Lewis and Border, because I gotta kind of break it down so you can understand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer your second question too.
Okay.
So Lewis and Border is just a track where okay, so you see how on the Nevuary track, right? There's a skit after Nevuary. And it just got a whole theme to it. I don't know if you really caught on to what was going on.
Remind me of what the skit was about again?
It was like, my man's calling me. He like, yo, I got some shorties coming through. And I'm like, nah, I'm about to go back to New York.
Yeah.
You played Street Fighter before?
No, but I know the sound. I recognize the sound.
Exactly. Yeah. So that whole thing ties into that. And then Lewis and Border is just me talking about, you know, me taking a drive from Canada back to Rochester, you know what I mean? Like, what's some things that I would do? I'm going to stop at the outlet. I'm going to go cop some fly shit. I'm going to go to the Nike outlet where these niggas ain't got no fucking sneakers in my size, but then I end up finding something lit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then if I want to get something to eat, because the mall food, I don't really like it at the Niagara outlet mall, but I'm going to stop at the Checkers, give me the beautiful with the fries, and then we going to go back home and, you know what I mean? See what's up for the summer type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
And the AraabMuzik thing, I'm not even gonna front like, cause mad niggas would be like, yeah, nigga, you know, I fuck with it. I'm not even gonna do none of that. Like that's corny. I'm not one of them type of niggas.
Yeah.
But my man's hit me, and my man's had copped the beat for. He had caught the beat. Shout out to Heartless G. Free my bro Heartless G. You know what I mean? He got a record on the AraabMuzik beat. And so they got a bunch of beats, and my man Savage hit me. Shout out to Savage, and he like, yo, bro, I got these AraabMuzik beats, but I know nobody else is gonna use them. But we good. We got the licensing for them, so you can go ahead and grab one of those. And I grabbed that one, and I got a few more joints on the AraabMuzik. I got a few more other joints, so
nice.
That'll gonna be rolled out.
That's a big moment, though. You know,
like
I said, I ran it back. I'm like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah,
Arab. But not.
Yeah, it's a real Arab, not the Arab, not the Arab that be, you know, downtown selling cheap clothes and shit. It's a real AraabMuzik. You heard?
Yeah. So back to Teddy Ty again.
Yeah.
Hella smooth. The flow is crazy too. You know, I even had am I wrong? A big like rhyme scheme.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you if you want to know the story about Teddy Ty.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so here's a funny part, because I actually got a video with me and him was in the studio when I cooked up the second half of that beat.
Yeah.
This before my man had dreads, you know what I mean? And before I had braids. Let's take this shit off because the braid up is too fire.
I miss my hair, bro. I used to have braids too, bro.
I could never cut it, bro.
So like me, I produced it along with my guy Lawrence Ave, which is now Teddy Beats. I think his name is Teddy Beats Pimpin' now. I think that's what he changed his name to, but his name was Lawrence Ave at the time. And he gave me the sample, and he like, yo, sample this. Then I was at his house. We put it together. Then me and him came to the studio. I cooked up the second half of it because we put the little chords behind the fucking the chorus and all that. Yeah. Behind the hook. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't remember writing that record. When I wrote that record, I had an out of body experience.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You channeled Biggie for sure, bro. That's that.
Listen,
I'm telling you that the cadence is crazy.
In the studio that night, like everybody was talking. Like all of us were in the room. Like nobody left the room. Nobody went to the bathroom. Yeah. It was like some different shit. You know, even when we left, I'm like, yo, cuz like, yo, that's the shit. Like that's like this is what them niggas be feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like one of them. I feel like Suge right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Already a few seconds in, I'm like, I'm gonna run this track back. So I already knew.
So I'm gonna give you a funny story about that one, right? So now I'm recording it. This because he was in there. My man Lawrence Ave was in there, and a few other people was in the studio and recorded. Keep in mind, I wrote that shit so fast. I do not remember writing that shit. Like when I tell you I had an out of body experience, bro. That's one of them records where I don't even think I wrote that.
Yeah.
Not to say I write my own shit. Don't fucking play with me. but like,
came from somewhere
else. Just that shit came from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And the shit got recorded. Now here's a funny story. In the studio we was at, shout out to Terminal 16. There's another studio across the room from where we was recording at, right?
Yeah.
So I run in the other room. This was
recorded in Toronto or Rochester?
This was recorded in Toronto.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I go in the other room. I'm thinking my man's is in there. So I'm like, yo, bro, you hear this shit? Yo, you gotta hear this shit. Whole time, Wonder Girl is sitting right here. And she listening to it. She like, that's you? I'm like, yeah, that's me. She like, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit fire. I'm like, yo, good looking, son. Good looking. Like, so low key, like before that record even came out, like
she heard it.
Wonder Girl heard that shit and she was like, yo, that shit fire.
That's so track to play.
Shout out to Wonder Girl Beat. She was in the studio when we was recording.
Shout out to her, man.
Crazy.
Shout out to her.
She probably wouldn't even remember this shit because she done spent so many nights in the studio.
Of course.
But every time I see her, it's always love, son. Like she is a solid individual. Real talk, son. I fuck with Wonder Girl. Real shit.
Fire.
Hopefully we could get some shit popping. One day I'm gonna put that shit in the air. You feel me?
Yo, why not, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
Wonder Girl, you know what I mean? Hopefully we can get a Wonder Girl produced joint, you know what I mean? God willing, you know, I'm gonna put it in the universe, though. You heard?
Put it out there, bro.
But yeah, so that's how Teddy Ty was made, and to be honest with you, that record that's a timeless record. That's a timeless record, and that's a classic record.
Classic.
And here's the thing, just like what he was saying at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Every time I perform that record,
encore.
It's like I don't even know how to explain the feeling when I'm performing that shit. It's just like
I do. I'm waiting to see some panties get thrown on this. That's what the fuck I'm waiting for. It's one of those shit. Real nigga shit. I be seeing girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Even guys too, not even on no homo shit and shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? They come into the front like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, it resonates something. You know what I'm saying?
It was that track.
You know what's the crazy part about it? I got like a few more of those records in the cut.
Yo, I hate when niggas say that. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, dude.
Like that.
But he know. But he know because.
No, I'm not saying you don't. Okay. I'm saying you're just not releasing it. You're just sitting on them like, yo, you guys aren't even ready, bro.
Nah, y'all got to get through Teddy.
Let me add in something real quick.
What's
I
up?
think one of the reasons, it kind of goes to one of your questions that you were asking earlier, but I think some of the reason why a lot of artists hold on to the good music is because of how oversaturated music is right now.
Yep.
Facts.
You gotta really like time your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like being real, like no artist goes in the fucking booth every day and drops a fire track that they want to put on a project every day.
Facts. That's
you know what I'm saying? It's like it comes like he said that track was the out of body experience. You know?
Yeah.
He has other tracks that are fire. Obviously, he might not have felt the same, but it's still fire. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people look at it like, yo, I gotta put a correlation of a good amount together, at least certain amounts, so I don't seem like that one hitter. or that this and that. So
no, exactly. Yeah.
That oversaturation, just there's always something to listen to.
Timing is key. So timing is key, man.
You gotta lock somebody. You gotta be able to lock people in now with more than just that one song or two songs, because they're gonna hear 8. You know what I'm saying? Like even on some of the popular vlog sites, I'm not gonna call them out because I don't like giving these guys pop. You know, until they give us pop, I don't give them pop. Feel me?
Yeah.
But on some of the sites, you'll see that they'll drop 5 tracks. Which one you like better? 5 songs at. How can I possibly take in 5-6 songs at once?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't get twisted. It's still good promotion because people are seeing that.
It is good promotion, but you're right. Like they base the whole song based on that little snippet. And the 2 seconds they used, to listen to it. So
and see, that's another thing.
Doesn't make sense.
Like with me personally, because I feel that I make very great music. You get what I'm saying? As much as it should be so saturated, like I want to put music out, but I don't want to oversaturate it to the point where it's like a motherfucker get tired of my shit. It's like, oh my God, like I don't want it. I want it so when people hear my shit, it's like, yo. He took a lot of time to really.
But that's the generation we're in, where we have both people, and they're both judging music, and they both have the same volume in terms of their voice.
Yeah, facts.
So it's easy to just listen to one person and say, "I'm tired of this," while ignoring the person who's like, "Yo, I really fuck with your music. It's really good."
Or facts. But I'll say this though, like, just as far as the Teddy Ty record, like, that record's gonna live longer than me. Like, that's gonna be one of those records where I'm gonna be dead and gone. Like an old ass man, I just had my 90th or 100th birth, like whatever, and people like you see how you can listen to an Ozzy Brothers record right now. That's gonna be one of them records you be like, hey, yo, turn this on, man. He killed that shit. Like this is gonna be like one of those forever timeless classics. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And along with the other ones that's gonna be released along the vibe of that, because now that I know what that essence is, I can tap into that shit anytime, just as long as I got the joint. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I made the beat. And my man's Lawrence Ave, Teddy Flock, and he the one that gave me the sample. So shit, as long as we put our heads together, I don't see why I can't come up with another one and another one and another one. Facts. And we got them shits in the cut.
So we got the formula, exactly.
If we got the formula, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man, that's one of my favorite records for real, and I love the performance.
Fire. So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna play a little game. It's called This or That.
Okay.
Make sure your cups are empty, all right? Because if you can't pick between the two,
I already know where you going with this.
You're gonna take a shot, man.
All right, you got some. All right, he got me on some drink champ shit. All right.
So Jay or Wayne?
Jay, what kind of question is that? The fuck?
Jay or Wayne in the verses?
Jay, what the fuck?
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
I'd say I'm a Wayne man, but that verse is gonna be tough though.
What are your predictions for score?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Hov could sweep niggas up with B-side records.
Nah. And that's what. And that's the New York. That's the New York bias right there.
That's what Weezy.
I'm gonna tell you why though, because Weezy used them B-side mixtape records. I'm not talking about mixtape records. If we want to go record for record, take away all the mixtape shit, and we could take away all the J mixtape shit. We talking albums, and we got to be honest. Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter. No.
Hits.
Yeah,
okay. So if we no, that's a fact. But even still, if we talking about that shit, we got to be honest. Who got more hits?
You know what's crazy? I don't fuck with any of them. Nah, fucking.
Hey, listen,
I never fuck with Wayne like that to begin with. To be honest, nah, I couldn't. Carter 2, Carter 3.
Carter 3 was his best work.
I was a
Carter 3 and Carter 2.
I like Wayne on the mixtapes, and I think that real shit, like Wayne influenced so much rappers that
that's a
even
fact.
if you don't like Wayne, you like a rapper that was influenced by Wayne, so you kind of like his style somehow. It's just how you like it, variation of it. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going with Jay.
Jay?
This
I'm going with Wayne, right?
I'm going Wayne.
Usher or Chris Brown in the verses?
Jesus.
I low-key gonna say Breezy. I'm gonna say Breezy still.
I'm gonna say Usher music wise. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm gonna say Breezy just because of the fact that Breezy has a crazy variety.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm gonna say
crazy. He can come with rap tracks. He can come with fucking Spanish tracks.
But see, that's the problem.
Remember one last thing. Let me before I cut you off. One last thing, brother. You gotta remember this is about performing, eh? No way possible.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand that.
Chris Brown's gonna.
But see,
shirt off. The whole comments are flooded.
No, I understand that, but I'm talking about music. When we talk about music, when you talk about 87, and when you talk about 8702, when we talk about Confessions,
Confessions. I want nice and slow. Yeah, of course.
Confessions. Let it burn. My one argument to that is, where's Usher now? In the last how much?
He's still touring.
He's still touring.
There's a residency in Vegas.
But that's the point. That's the point. No, but the point is that the reason I give Master for longevity. You know what I'm saying? And Breezy's still getting features to today that are hot, bro. But we also got to remember Chris Brown been doing that shit since he was 15. Facts. And Usher, and Chris Brown came out later than Usher. Chris Brown came out when we was in high school. Usher came out when we was in elementary, bro. So the way we feel about Chris Brown is gonna be different from how we feel about Usher. Yeah. But but what we're gonna say, what I'm personally gonna say is, music wise, I'm going with Usher. I'm not taking away nothing from Chris Brown. Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Usher got some of my favorite records, and Chris Brown got some of my favorite R&B records too. But if we talking R&B, I'm going with Usher.
Exactly.
I'm going with Usher.
Y'all talking R&B, but if you're talking artist for artist,
if you're talking hit for hit, Chris Brown just has too many. Chris Brown puts out albums where you have 80 tracks. Yeah, that's how you consistently.
But
you're listening to Mad Music for 4 days.
Exactly. 4 days for one album.
This is my confession. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side said she got one on the way. All right, that's all I gotta say. Say less. What's the next question, man?
But Chris Brown, no bullshit.
I feel you. I'm thinking. We could agree to disagree on that one. You heard?
Yeah, for hit though, that's Chris Brown still. But
he tried to sing that out. That's your music got longevity.
Yeah. All right. Let's say twerk versus a wine. Which one takes the cake?
A wine.
Pun intended.
A wine. What you mean?
A wine.
A wine.
I'm with you guys.
Wine.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it. Listen. I'm gonna keep it a butt. Listen.
Yeah.
Twerking is overrated.
Yo, bro. Big facts. I've been saying this for years.
Twerking is overrated, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Just because you shake your ass don't really mean you know how to fucking dance. With a wine, you know how to use the fucking muscles in your body.
Facts.
You know how to maneuver that shit.
Facts.
Like, not to mention, I'm of Caribbean. I'm a fucking Jamaican.
Yeah, African.
So it's like
we all use our
you gotta
waistlines.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on, son,
yo. Let me tell you one thing, dancing, as obviously supposed to be clean, whatever, but it's supposed to like emulate one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
And twerking, like, I'm right here a big man. You know what I'm saying? No girl not twerk upon nothing when it's something real. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
When the things them real, there's no twerking.
But hold on. But she gonna whine though.
But if she absolutely, but when she gonna whine, you gotta understand to move, like you said, you gotta understand to move different parts of your body to whine.
Yeah.
Twerking, like, you might not know how to move your body, but you can literally like catch a rhythm and your ass might be a certain fatness. It's gonna shake. So it ain't no real. It doesn't mean that you can move where needs to be moved when, you know what I mean?
So this is how I'm gonna correlate. This is how I'm gonna record it. This is how I'm gonna correlate it. A whine is like a 90s video vixen.
Okay.
You feel me? Like a Melissa Ford or a Buffy the Body type shit or some shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? That's what a wine is. A twerking is these IG models.
I could do 20 minutes on IG models.
Nah, we not.
Not fucking do 5. Your bodies look crazy. You get the work done, right? To look good in the picture, but we see you in real life and you look nuts. That doesn't make any kind of sense.
Look like a fucking creative player.
For the one angle.
This is insane. What are you doing?
Bro, if you ever went through an IG model's, like, their phone, see?
Same pictures.
Brother.
Like,
girls are paying $8 to Apple to get all that storage just for pictures.
Right.
$8 to hold your pictures?
Hey, listen, I don't knock the hustle, but I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, they didn't stop making Pretty Women when they made y'all. And the reality of it is, it really be the makeup saving y'all on their angles. Like, and granted, here's the thing: I don't knock anybody's hustle. If that's what you want to do to get your bread, by all means, get your bread. But just understand, to a nigga like me and a nigga who really got sense and understand what's really going on out here, if that's all you have to, like, if that's all that is, then I'm like, niggas is good, because it don't be shit.
Yo, we gotta cut one fucking narrative, real nigga shit. We gotta cut the narrative that because you see a girl on IG with her body done and doing her shit in these pictures, that it means that they're making money.
It like, don't.
Everybody thinks that when you see a girl,
everyone thinks they're millionaires or OnlyFans.
Hold on.
They're not making no money.
Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off. Hey, listen. If your OnlyFans ain't popping, you in the same category as a fucking rapper from your city that ain't blow up yet.
Facts.
You in the same category. That nigga ain't sold one mixtape and you ain't got 10 subscribers. Get the fuck out of here.
At least the rapper got to pay for studio time.
Fuck, don't get me started, yo. These are 5 minutes, yo. I don't want to get crazy on this shit, but like, yo,
what's
like,
worse? Half the time your shit leaks on fucking Reddit, so it's quiet for you, man.
There's guys out there who care about the rest of us. They're like, yo, these guys ain't paying for this shit.
I'm gonna be honest, the real solid ones ain't paying for that shit. But if you get you a nerd that ain't never experienced no real pussy and you want to get some money off the nigga, bitch, I'm not gonna knock your hustle. Do your thing. I just know I'm not with it.
And hey, at the end of the day, don't get twisted at all. Nobody up here is knocking sex workers.
Hell no, boy. Shout out to everyone.
Like,
do your thing.
No word of a lie. Like, thank y'all. Like, some people really need that. Like, some men really need that. Like,
the crime rate would have been worse.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, we thank you guys for what you do, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, this don't pump fake with this shit. Just keep it 100 all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Social media's real life. The real ones know what it is. You know?
Yeah, wow, real shit.
Next one is Toronto or New York.
Ooh. Now when you say you know New York, you talking about Rochester, New York, where I'm from, and versus Toronto. Mm-hmm. I'm always gonna love home. Don't ever get that twisted. You get what I'm saying? But Toronto saved my life.
Okay.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
respect that answer. Yeah, I respect that one still.
Yeah, this city gave me like a second chance. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'ma forever be a Rochester nigga. That's never gonna change.
Okay. All right.
Never
Last one.
change.
Baddie or wifey?
Wifey? What kind of question is that?
Wifey.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna give you some real game. One good girl is gonna equal 1,000 of them hoes, and the reality of it is,
You said it best.
That was a bad example, but
no, it was a great example. He said that. He said a bar like that.
No, he said a bar like that, but that was a bad example.
What do you mean? Because how his life is? Are you talking about Kim?
Just, I don't want to get into it. But listen. Here's the thing. When you got a good woman on your side,
yeah,
and she really understands like what you got going on, and she's part of the mission,
yeah,
that should have helped take you farther than 1,000 bad bitches will.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta. It's the hardest thing to find, but once you have that, it's the best feeling in the world. Granted, y'all might get into some arguments. You might get into it with your shorty, but like, at the end of the day, you know damn well if you ain't have her, you be like, man.
Yeah. I answered out with, I'll say wifey. You know what I'm saying? But I answered to say it's like to me, it's like the one thing that's more important than money and time is energy.
Facts.
You know Facts. Energy that we portray, the energy that you give off, that you get back, and whatever. And I feel like baddies, they're there because they want a piece of your energy. You know what I'm saying? Wifers are there because they want to add to your energy. You see what I'm saying? They're not thinking it takes from you or to like, they want to kind of make you better.
Yeah, real shit.
So that's why, like, to me, it's like, I feel like even the arguments you might go through with your wifey and shit, you know, it's like, at the end of the day, when you kind of sit back or you breeze off a day later, you bond and and reason, it's like, yo, like, you kind of grow from it.
Yeah, 100%.
There's some shit, don't get to, not all of them are worth it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dumb and you're like, come on, you know?
Yeah.
But majority of the time, like, a wifey is gonna put you in a situation.
You call her back after, like, you were right.
You're right. Like, I feel you, like, okay, I'm sorry how I came off.
Yeah. We have to understand, like, you know what I mean? Like, as a man, you know? You gotta break it down.
That's wifey energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's worth those humps, worth those obstacles.
It's a fact, 100%.
Baddie energy is like, you're looking, it's like, yo, once I fuck you, for not really bringing money or.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here.
There's no real substance.
Shit ain't popping. You just here just to be here. Like, you just here because
what a baddie she's gonna tell you what we gonna order, you know? Yeah, they want you to pay.
Your wifey gonna call you.
So she done had food seasoning from 2 or 3 days because she know you're coming on Saturday night. You know
hey, listen, let me tell you something, son. Yo, wifey with the air fryer is a dangerous shorty. I'm gonna tell you that right now with the air fryer.
I see the Dutch pot still.
Now the Dutch pot is crazy too.
You fuck up a Dutch pot?
I don't know what Dutch pot. What is that?
Yo, Dutch pot's like. Yo,
you never see them big ass.
What's your background? Sorry.
Congolese.
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 Okay, I was gonna say Congolese. I never heard that before. Congolese. Okay, so it's what they cook the stews in, Reggie. Okay.
It's
the big ass silver pot.
That big pot, but it's
that's
thicker,
crazy.
It's thicker than a regular. It's thicker than a regular pot, though. It's a little thicker, kind of more. You know.
Do you call it ma famille or no? My family, right? The big pot.
The big pot. You can tell it been had work in there.
Yeah, Jamaicans call it the Dutch pot.
And there's still the marks on it, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But you know what the marks is though, right? That's the seasoning. That's the ancestor seasoning. You heard?
Ancestor seasoning.
Trust me, bro. That's the blessings. You know what I'm saying?
But to answer your question, wifey all day.
All day.
You know what I mean?
Fire.
We're trying to change our narrative, man.
Change the narrative, man, because it's to be real shit. And and not to before you get into your next question.
Yeah.
The things that niggas do for baddies is the reason why we be in the positions we be in as men now. You get what I'm saying? Because what niggas gotta understand is that we set the tone for the women. It may not seem like the truth, but women are gonna follow what men do. You get what I'm saying? And let me explain it to you like this.
Yeah.
Look at all these famous niggas, right? A lot of these famous niggas want shorties with ass and titties. So what do these shorties do?
Yeah.
They go get BBLs. They go get their titties done. They go get this. And then they use the excuse of, we not doing this for no men. You doing this because you're trying to attract a certain type of nigga. Subconsciously, that's what you're doing it for.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
and also, like, to answer your point too, women only charge you for sex because a man will pay for it. So again, you know what I mean?
So what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, men gotta really be more stand up and gotta understand that, you know, granted, money, okay, don't get it twisted. We all need money to live and everything, but once you put money over the forefront of character, that's when shit start getting crazy. And if you look at everything right now, money is above character, which is a problem, which is why a lot of things that's being accepted.
People don't have character, bro. Just be frank.
That's a fact. A lot of people don't have character. Real shit.
Enough of these rich, famous people, they ain't got shit to show or do or teach but money.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we all seen the video of Kanye and them all in the room, right?
Kanye,
Floyd, AB,
Madonna.
Right? Yo, I see somebody posted. I'm like, yo, that's facts. It's like, yo, rich people are so fucking boring.
But you know what's crazy? Like you've all been at that party though.
For sure.
You're like, yo, what am I doing with my life?
But guess what though? I wasn't 100 millionaire or a billionaire. And for sure, I wouldn't have set up no party or like to me, it's like, yo, for you guys to have so much knowledge and shit to give off and like, you know what I'm saying, wealth in the room, it's like, this is what you're really doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I guess like this is what our role models are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is who we look up to. Like, these are men.
That ain't my fucking role model.
Yeah, I know, but these are the men who are successful in all the fields we want. Like, these are successors in a lot of the fields we want to be in.
You know one thing that I learned? You know one thing.
And it's like, this is what they're showing of the lifestyle once you made it. Because all those guys are at a part of their career where it's like, who gives a fuck about what I did? I have it now.
Yeah, but that's the problem, and that's the problem right there, and that's what I don't. That's what I'm not fucking. That's what I don't jack. Like, okay, granted, you got all the money, and that's cool, but at that moment, that shows you that money can't buy you character, money can't buy you respect, money can't buy you happiness.
You see it all the time, bro.
You know
People blow up like from fucking either it's TikTok or whatever. You don't get their money quick.
Yeah.
But again, it's like you won a prize from a cereal box. You're still a kid.
That's a fact.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact. You didn't grow. You
went to the store looking for cereal, bro. You didn't go there looking to be a millionaire.
That's what I'm saying. You got the watches, you got everything, but you're still a kid.
Yeah,
that's fucking weird to see because
real shit.
I don't know. But anyway, final question. But you know that you have the segment called Silly Shit on the show. And before we do it, we actually take a shot. So whenever you have in your cup,
Cup
pour a little
empty
shot.
or gin?
Cup empty?
Come on.
All right, let's pour up. On. All right, yo, silly shit like we said, you know, shot time.
Woo. I bet.
Chase some more liquor. All right. So your girlfriend sends a nude to her female friends, okay, for approval, for whatever it is. Is this cheating? Huh?
Now, when you say, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like, whoa.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
What kind of things are getting spread?
Like spread eagle, like
It's a nude.
Oh, it's a nude. Oh, just okay. So just the principle
female
of a
friends.
nude. So female
it
friend.
could be her busting it open. It could be just a titty. It could be her asshole. It could be, you know what I mean? Like,
She's sending a nude to her friend.
Hey, yo, I mean, if it's a friends, like,
yo, me personally, I'm like fucking slum village, yo. I'm selfish, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, because this is what my question would be.
yeah.
One, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you feel the need to get the okay from them and not me? You feel me? Because at the end of the day, your friends don't need to see that about you to rate you or to say it's sexy. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be the one who's really gonna be the say of it if I'm your man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
they probably already seen this shit before y'all even started.
For sure.
talking.
But that's what I'm saying. At this stage now that you're with me, why wouldn't you check in with me? Especially for a nude. If you send a picture with maybe she has on like a thong, like, oh guys, am I putting on weight? Like I'm working on I'm not gonna hate on that.
Yeah.
But if you're sending something that I'm gonna like to see, and you're sending it to your regins, I'm gonna ask why. It's funny to me.
I'm gonna answer the question like this. I can't talk about some shit I ain't see.
But you know about it.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing. I don't know because I didn't see it. Me personally, I'm one of them niggas where if I don't know what the
Out
fuck.
of sight, out of mind? You one of them niggas?
Not like that.
All right, well, let's say you got the message and she's like, oh, shit, my bad, wrong person.
Lie to me, babe.
If she said, oh, shit, my bad, wrong person, okay, then we got something to talk about.
So is it cheating or not, guys?
We got some things to talk about.
Yo, honestly, no,
but
it's
not cheating. It's really not cheating.
But I'm not flying with it, though. I still feel like it's against the relationship code.
You know what? I actually don't care.
You wouldn't.
If it's females friends, you know why? Because women gas each other in ways that men can never.
And that's what I was getting to. That's why I said if I don't see it, I can't. If I don't see it, I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
But I just feel if one and vice versa, it's super fire. Mm-hmm. But like, let's say if it like people are comfortable with to that extent with their friends and whatever. If they did that, I almost 100% sure no woman will be okay with that. If a girl opened up her man's phone and see the man sending her his piece to his brethren, yo,
what's going on here?
What is going on? No,
Bing bong.
No, I'm just saying this to make it
Fuck your life.
You see how wild that sounds?
Yeah, that's wild.
So
as
it's like
fuck.
I don't play into the double standard with a lot of shit. That's why when women, it's like, yo, it's just as crazy. Like you're telling your other girls, you're pussy. Like, what are they gonna say? Oh, your wax lady's lit. Like, what you gonna say?
Your wax lady's lit, yo. This nigga funny.
They go crazy.
You know what, though? I could understand that. I could understand that perspective, though. I could understand.
It's wild. That's why I said that thing, because I don't stand for none of them. The fire. People do their own thing. That's not
the fire.
That's not how you ride.
I gotta be careful because I got my podcast.
I know exactly. Yeah, I got it.
I don't stand for it, but I respect them to do their thing.
Yeah.
But just for my thing, the way I look at this, like, yo, that's kind of
different.
When you put in another perspective, it's kind of wild. It's
That
super wild.
Yo, what is wrong with my boy? Why you saying this, bro? You can't talk anymore.
That nigga get blocked.
Blocked and deleted.
That's out the group chat. He's out of life chat.
Like, man, yo, what?
X'd out, man. Something's wrong with this guy.
Nigga was like, yo, what happened to son, man?
Nah, he was wilding, bro.
Man, that nigga was wilding, bro. Talking about sorry, wrong person. Nigga, get the fuck out.
Around your ladies trying to invite him. Like, don't invite him.
Nah, don't invite that nigga.
Nah.
He's not.
Why? What happened? Listen, I'll talk to you about it later, babe. But just don't invite that.
Texas, we ain't talking no more.
Yeah. Nah, that nigga moved and never text me Texas.
Don't kill me.
Word.
But yo, that being said, man, it's been another episode of Trending Mac Podcast. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on.
Are we done already?
Done already, man. It's a quick hour and some change.
Yo, appreciate you for coming on.
Of course, you'll plug anything you want.
Hey, listen. Imported goods out right now. Instagram, I am Snackz. Snackpack on the run is on the way. I want to shout out.
Duke.
Yeah, shout out Duke. Listen, the tequila got me on the tequila got me wilding right now. Listen, shout out Duke, and shout out the podcast for having me.
Of course.
Hopefully we could do this again.
Absolutely, man.
You get what I'm saying? And yeah, just stay tuned, man. Make sure y'all follow me on the IG for more updates, because we got a lot of things coming out this year, and
fire.
We got a lot of things we doing, and and I gotta add this. If you see me outside, like, say something. I'm not an ass, so I gotta say this because people be thinking I'm like a mean nigga. I'm like 6'4", and I look mean. Nah, I'm actually a cool person. Just say what's up. I know we in the COVID era, but say something. Say what's up. Know what I mean? You talk to me and I talk back. You heard? Yeah.
Sure. And if you guys want to check it with my shit, I got a podcast as well. Like I said earlier, it's called Kicking It with Kilo and Q. We on IG, all Spotify, Apple Music, all that good shit, YouTube, if you want to watch us. We got a shit going on. We also got a network coming out, like I said, so stay tuned for that. If y'all want to check me out on IGs, Southside Wave, find me there.
Oh, shout out Kosher Clothing Company. You feel me? Yo, he got me laced with the hats and shit. We got a hat for my man right here too. So fly shit. I mean, we gonna get him right.
Rocking it one time.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Word.
so maybe we'll get you on my podcast one time.
Yeah,
come check us out.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just one more thing, I'm not like him. Don't come say hi to me. I'm not afraid. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with a head nod. You know what I'm saying?
But he real different. He listen. If you don't listen, that's why I said at the beginning of the show. If you see me and him, he might be alright. But if you don't see me and you see him, I don't know if it's best for you to. Alright, what's that shit? Beware, enter at your own risk. Yeah, for sure.
Head nod's blessed.
Yeah, but of course, links are in the bio. Of course, if you have any questions, send them in, rotmpodcast@gmail.com, or DM them. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to watch here on YouTube. So thank you. I appreciate you. Till next week. We out.